Welcome to Carnivore Tales, and you probably will not know this. This is probably my 5th attempt. The first time I had some issues with what I was saying. The second time I accidentally streamed to the world. The third time I had my microphone muted. And, let's just say that the problems just kept adding up. But I'm here to tell you I'm still going to be continuing these updates. I just had a little busy weekend. I'm going to tell you about the 3 days I did and what I ate. And then I'm going to tell you how I felt. There's a few things I wanted to explain as well. But to start off, I'm going to talk about what I ate. So, on the days I ate, essentially, I'm looking at it right now, the first thing I had looked to be like a burger with eggs. Pretty simple, tasty. I believe it was only seasoned with salt that time, but it was pretty good. I wasn't able to eat the whole pound, but the eggs definitely helped, fill the stomach and everything like that. I haven't actually been eating that much. Then I had chicken, eggs, and bacon. The chicken was really moist. It was really tender. It had a little bit of seasoning on it. Almost tasted like lemon pepper, but I know there was no lemon on it. And then, of course, bacon, thick bacon, but I can't say I had any seasoning on it. It wasn't sweet, so that was a good thing. It was a healthy bacon. And then the final day today, basically, I had chicken tenders. And mind you, they were homemade. They were seasoned just like the earlier chicken. It tasted delicious. There was no problems with that. All in all, they were really good meals. They were very tasty. Now, as for how I felt after each day, I will say I pretty much felt the same as I did before. Now, there was one more meal I had too. I am sorry I forgot that one. But I actually had a carnivore pizza. But this time it actually had a little bit of tomato sauce, which is probably not recommended, so I tried to lighten the sauce. I actually feel like I should have added more, because I think that was my problem with the pizza. It didn't have enough sauce on it, so it tasted mostly just like the cheddar and the mozzarella cheese base. It wasn't like one of those fancy bread ones. We didn't really have time to do that, but it was good. But like I said, I probably should have added more sauce at that time. You learn things, I guess, kind of figure it out. The sauces to cancel out the extra cheese or whatever. I'm not a very big fan of cheddar in some cases, and that's kind of what it tasted like. But we'll something to learn for the next time. More sauce. Now, everything was good. It was tasty. Josh is a wonderful cook. I can't cook to save my life. It's kind of sad. And I feel like that might be a problem if I ever get married or meet somebody someday. As you can see, no ring finger or on either hand, I've never been married, never divorced, that kind of thing. It's not to say that I don't want to someday. I just haven't felt the need, and plus my confidence has always been a key. And I think that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit on this episode. Confidence is one of the things you kind of earn over time. And I'm very confident in dealing with people. I'm very social. I'm very good one-on-one situations. But you ask me to go to a party, I'll be like, yeah, man, I'll make you laugh. I'll have a good time. And then I'll disappear. I'm like one of those people that you draw attention to at first, and then I pass on the conversation, and then I just quietly sneak away. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's how I am in social situations where there's a group of people. And I have to admit, it's a confidence thing, but at the same time, it's like I'm not very good at keeping the conversation going, and I've always been one of those ones that let others talk. So usually somebody else has something to say before I'm able to say it, or I'm not interested in interrupting them and I just let them talk. It might be a problem of mine. I have no idea, but I tend to listen, at least. But like I said, in the life of the party, not me. Unless you put me on stage, and I'm perfectly fine. Like, I've done theater, I've done other things like that. I've I used to do voices all the time when I was younger. I haven't done it in a long time, so getting back to my talent, it might be a little hard. I remember certain cases I used to mimic certain voices like Bill Clinton and Golem when he was released, Cartman from South Park, Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Pooh. I can't do half of that anymore, especially Mr. Hanky. That one's really hard for me now because my voice got deeper. And I don't know if it's an age thing or whatever. I have no idea. I mean, I am older, so that's a thing, but it could also be my weight affecting like my vocal cords and everything too. I might have to actually relearn before I can do voices. So I took a break. But still, confidence. Now, I admit my weight has basically shut me off of trying to meet other people. It has basically told me that all the girls are going to be looking for somebody else, you know. I'm not going to find somebody for me, or, you know, some that don't care, they always expect more of me in certain ways too. Like, it's hard to explain. So I haven't really dated in a long time, and I mean like a long time. I want to say it was back when I worked at the beginning of Little Caesars. Once I started that job, it pretty much all ended. I think my last relationship was like 3 months, and she ended up leaving me for somebody else without saying anything. Yeah. By the way, she ended up pregnant shortly after. Big change. The only reason she broke up with me, though, is because I wouldn't let her live with me at that time. Yeah, I only knew her 3 months. I wasn't going to move in with somebody I didn't know that well. I mean, consider we only saw each other like once a week kind of thing in 3 months. I mean, it's kind of rough. We weren't exactly local. It was still like a good hour drive in some cases just to do something. And gas is not cheap, especially where I came from. It's a lot cheaper here, but not by much. Still, I would say I lost a lot of confidence in that. So, I mean, confidence is something that you really have to work on, and losing the weight is definitely one of the goals to do that. I figured if I lose the weight, lose the baby fat, try to get myself under control, it might make me more attractive to others. I still want to keep my sunny personality because I am not somebody who likes to, how do I put it, drag the room down. So of course I'm talking here about serious stuff and everything like that, but I like to have fun with it. I've never been one of those big guys that's always irritable and sad and upset or something like that. No, I'd rather bring a smile to your face, if I can help it. I make jokes. I tell stories. That's what I'm good at. I have a lot of stories, but I usually tell them on my Twitch or something else like that. You know, it happens. Here is just the diet channel. But for that, public speaking has actually been very easy for me. And in some ways, doing the VTubing has actually helped me come out of my shell a lot. And it's actually helped me grow. And because of that, I've gotten a lot more confidence doing this series as well, because, I mean, I'm getting overwhelming support. I actually haven't had any negative comments so far. You know, I've actually expected them. And all my streamer friends, people that have actually watched me on stream for a long time, like, I'm still getting my average views between 5 and 7. Yeah, nothing to really praise about or anything like that, but they've all been very supportive of the journey too. Like, they don't care. And that's actually helped me do this vlog a lot. And some of them are actually making comments here on this YouTube because I fast forwarded it because I wanted them to see my journey as well. So in the end, confidence is a little bit key when you're trying to do like a YouTube channel or something else like that. But at the same time, you have to just kind of go and do it. When I first started streaming, and I was actually very nervous because I didn't know what I was doing. I was new to OBS. I didn't know hardly anything. And even now, I'm still kind of a beginner in the whole run. You know, I'm still scraping the surface because I haven't had time to teach myself a lot of new things. I've been working like weird hours and things of that nature. Now I have a stable job, so it's a little easier. But still making time has been apparently harder than I wanted it to be because there's always something I got to do. But it doesn't change that. But still, but in the end, though, this has actually been a boost to my confidence, not necessarily saying I'm happy with my shape or anything like that. No. I'm on this diet because I'm not happy. And I'm on this diet because I'm trying to solve these problems. But the confidence here to kind of give this accountability of, sending this message out to everybody here, letting them know my journey, letting you know if it works or not. And so far it's working, but there's some things I'm not comfortable with. Like I said, I think I said it maybe in a previous video because I didn't even think about it, but this is something as well. But like I noticed, like I feel like my throat is dry for some reason. Like I'm constantly thirsty or thirsty for something. And I figure maybe it's because I'm not getting enough electrolytes or salt. I thought it could be water. But I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of water. You'd be kind of surprised. I could go through several bottles a day, almost like I did soda. It's crazy. But my one medication also that I'm supposed to be taking, I actually haven't taken it since I moved down here. I'm going to continue to see if I actually need it because I have a doctor's appointment next month, and maybe they'll do a little bit on my blood pressure because that's all that is blood pressure medicine. So we'll see where that goes. I've always had high blood pressure, so maybe it's already going down just because I changed my meals, but it's hard to say. But 90 days of this diet will be a struggle, and like I said, the whole thirsty feeling is definitely something I'm going to have to figure out. I try. Some days it's not as bad as others, but you know how it is. But anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about the confidence and just say that, I'm proud to be on here. I'm happy that I'll be able to share my message. I can even look like crap on here and I'll feel perfectly fine. And somebody said I actually had nice humor, and I'm very appreciative of that, really. I'm not even joking like I normally do. And if you get me bantering with somebody else, it's completely a different animal. But anyway, that's it. That's it for today's message. I hope you're okay with that. I'm gonna, like I said, probably release another one tomorrow as well. My goal is to release it every day this week, and then probably take a break on the weekend, and then come back on Monday updating you what happened on the weekend. That's the goal. Goal may not happen, but at least I tried. But anyway, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a good day. Take care.